I never expected to not race this year, you know, so it's pretty expected, but after everything that happened, it's great.
Hunter Scott's race at the Seminole Invitational on Friday is the next step to a comeback that began with hip pain in February.
It was a workout before a time trial, and I just kind of felt something wrong in like my hip area, and then it just kind of got progressively worse.
After the initial trip to the hospital turned up nothing, Scott returned days later and was diagnosed with a staph infection.
Eventually I went and got an MRI, and they just kind of figured out that I had an abscess in my thigh. And then I just went to the hospital and got a couple surgeries and a couple other minor procedures and stayed there for about 2 weeks.
The redshirt freshman's recovery was slow.
At first it was just kind of pain in my hip area, and then eventually it got to the point where I would just be freezing but have like 102-degree fever but just shivering, and my trainer said I looked like all white, just completely just drained of all my energy, and just like it just felt like I had like the flu, but just this horrible pain at the same time. It was just very hard.
Scott was not cleared for activity until early May, and he's still not back to 100%, but that doesn't keep him from competing.
I never was injured before this. I'd never had to stop for an injury before, and so after this I definitely appreciated running and moving a lot more, just like unexplainably more.
You can cheer on Scott and his teammates beginning at 7:40 a.m. at the Appalachia Regional Park for the Seminole Invitational on Friday. Lane Hurt, Seminoles.com.